Hi guys, sorry it's been a minute since I've been on here. I just been busy. I'm actually back at work now, so full-time job, kids, you know. I just want to get on here and do a quick frequently asked question. Again, I have a list. These are the main ones that I get whenever I go on my social media. I promise you, if you ask me a question and I haven't answered it, I'm trying. Again, I do work a full-time job. I'm, still trying to accumulate food into my diet, make sure I get all my liquids, and that's a job in itself. On top of kids and not important. So yeah. So one of the main questions I keep getting asked is, did I feel safe? Yes. The whole time I was in Tijuana. If you didn't know, I did go through a lighter me to have gastric sleeve surgery. In Tijuana, Mexico. I felt safe the entire time. They picked me up in San Diego from the airport and drove me across the border the whole entire time. Anytime that I left the hotel, except for when I went across the street to get soup, that's the only time I didn't feel safe, is when I had to cross the street, because those people cannot drive down there. So, sorry, my cat distracted me. But every time that I left the hotel after that, you have an escort with you. You have a driver with you. So, and they will take you anywhere you want to go. If you want to go to the beach, they will take you to the beach. Just ask them. They're glad to do it. That's what they do. They want you to see their city. They're proud of their city. So, yes, I felt safe. There is a military there. I know a lot of people have heard a lot of bad things about Tijuana and not being the safest, especially since it is a border town, but the military is stationed there, so they're pretty prevalent there. I promise you, while we were there in the hotel, a friend of mine, or a girl I had actually, we bonded because we were roommates in the hospital, but we actually saw them lining up to do a drill, and it was funny because once we saw them, we were just like, we gotta go, let's get on the escalator, or not the escalator, the elevator, let's go. So we were trying to get away from them because we didn't want to see what was about to happen. So, yeah, I felt safe. Did I worry about not waking up? Of course. Who doesn't? It's a surgery. It's a major surgery. And not only that, you're in another country. I went by myself. So if I were not to wake up, of course you're going to die alone anyway. But who's going to be there to tell my family? Yeah, I have my husband as my emergency contact, but I'd prefer someone who cares about me to tell them. But I chose to go alone. That's a whole other story. I worried about not waking up, but I also trusted my doctor, which leads to the next question, is why I chose my doctor. My doctor was Dr. Covarrubias. Sorry, my bracelet's really loud. He's had the most experience at that hospital. He is very caring. He has an amazing bedside manner. He checked on me 4 times. I saw him 4 times. The lady who, again, was my roommate at the hospital, I don't believe she saw her doctor at all, except for right before the surgery when he came in to tell her, good night, you're going to sleep now. But Covarrubias, he was amazing. He was so sweet. He woke me up right before he left the night of my surgery. I had surgery at 7 a.m., but of course I slept most of that day away, and he woke me up right before he was about to go home just to check on me and let me know, you did good. And he did tell me that my surgery went well. My liver was still kind of fatty, but it was easy enough for him to maneuver and get under so that, he could do what he needed to do. So, but that's the main reason I chose him. Alongside of his, he does have a long track record as far as surgeries go. He trained Dr. Ortiz. He is the one who trained the chief of surgery there. So, of course, I chose him. It wasn't about price. I mean, yes, he was cheaper, but it was, to me, his experience. So, that's why I chose him. Medicines. What kind of vitamins do I take? I take a chewable in the morning. Just a regular generic chewable. Honestly, it's Kroger brand. So, just a generic chewable. Multivitamin, a lady's multivitamin. I take biotin, and I also take a calcium. It's like a 3 combo. Is that a combo? That sounds like a Happy Meal, doesn't it? But it's a calcium, zinc, and another type of vitamin all combined into one. I take that and I separate them. I do my AM and my PMs. I also take Prevacid, or the generic version that they let you buy at the pharmacy down in Mexico. I take that once in the morning and once at night. And I'm still on Tramadol occasionally. That's only because I keep getting this weird pain in my upper left back. Not like shoulder area, but kind of lower. So I still take my Tramadol. And that's pretty much all. I want to eventually wean myself off. I still haven't went back onto my Adderall yet. I don't think I'm going to do that because I feel amazing. I don't have any sluggishness. Right now it's 2:35 in the morning. I had to log out of work. I work from home again, and take my husband his keys because he lost his keys or left his keys in his car and locked the doors. So right now I'm obviously going to be sluggish, but aside from that, I feel great. So I would definitely do it again. I would definitely do it again. I have no regrets at all. The only regret I have is that I didn't eat Eggs Benedict before I had surgery, because I've never had that and I've always wanted it. But that's okay. That's okay. So, yeah, those are the most common questions I've been getting right now. Again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me. I promise you I don't mind. I'm not bothered at all. Honestly, I enjoy letting people know my experience and letting people know, anything that they want to know. But those are the main questions I've been asked so far. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me or, contact me. You can message me on here. You can comment. You can subscribe. Obviously, if you want to. Again, I'm still going to be here regardless. I think that sounds so cocky, but it is. This is my video journal for myself. I like having people join me on my journey, but this is so I can look back and remember, this is what was in my head at this point in time. So it's more helpful for me as well. So yeah, and I always put my Instagram and my Facebook, my personal Facebook, in my description box so that if you want to add me on there and speak to me there, you can. Private message. Either way is fine with me. So, yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know. Again, subscribe if you want to. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. It's 2:37 in the morning. And I still have an hour of work left. So, but I hope you guys have a good night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you for joining me on my journey. Bye.